Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm doing my official review on the Exogun massage gun here. I got this a couple weeks ago. I've put it through the paces. I've let all of my clients use this, so now I'm doing my official review. So let's go ahead and get started with the specifications on this, and then I'll talk about what I like about this and then what I don't like about this. So this comes with the Exogun Dream Pro, one charging cable, which goes from 110 to 240 volts. 4 attachments, which are pretty standard with all of these massage guns, a user's manual, and then it comes with a free carrying case. Although they keep pushing back how long this offer lasts, so I think that's pretty standard. I don't think they would actually send this to you without that. The product specifications. So the gun itself will go to 70 decibels. It has a 16 millimeter stroke length. The stall force is 60 pounds. It only weighs 2.5 pounds. It's a brushless 24 volt motor. It has 1 month battery life with a 2400 milliamp battery. It has 6 speed settings, and it has a percussion per minute of 1200 to 3200. The vibration speed ranges from 20 to 53 hertz. All right, so with this, I did mention the 4 different attachments that you get. These are standard. I haven't seen any massage gun that doesn't come with these general 4. Beyond that, you have some that come with some other ones. For instance, the Recover Fun here actually has one that has a little kind of rubber dome here. I really like this one. Or the Voxpre M30 actually comes with 2 different attachments. It has this one, which is a little bit more rounded here, and then the flat head here that actually have like a steel plating to the top. So it actually glides along your skin and your clothes really, really good. But the 4 attachments that come with this, you're gonna find that generally with any massage gun that you get. With that, we have our flat head here, which is just for overall general tissue. We have our foam dome here, and this one, you're actually using this on any tissue that's really, really sensitive. So for instance, like underneath your arm, this is probably gonna be way too much. You can use this. I actually use these along the side of my head sometimes if I have a headache. Then you actually have the kind of U-prong deal here, and this is for along the spine. I use this generally along my neck, but you can use this just along your spine in general, because if you're gonna use the flat head or something like that, you may accidentally hit the vertebrae, and that doesn't feel really good, so this can go along the spine. I really like this one. And then we have the pinpointed one, and this is for any tissue. A lot of times I'll use this in my calf, but if we're looking like on the side of the legs or anything like that, something that needs more pressure, and it doesn't need the overall, it needs something that's very pinpointed, that's what you're gonna use this for. Beyond that, the biggest upside to this is the build quality. It's solid build quality. And prior to this one, the Recover Fun here was kind of my gold standard. This has a very, very good build quality. This feels comparable to that. Not only the build quality here with this feels really, really good, but this actually has the most power out of any of the massage guns I've used. At its highest setting, the 6, this feels way more powerful than any of these. So for anybody that's looking for a massage gun that has a lot of power, I'm gonna recommend this one right here. This has an LCD screen on the back, and with this is how you're gonna tell the battery life and then the level that you're on. You simply hold down the button, it'll turn on, it'll tell you the battery life and then the level, and then as we turn this on, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we hold down the button and it'll turn it off. You compare that to the Recover Fun here, and this one's got a decent amount of power. Now this one is quieter, but I can tell you the amount of power coming out of this thing, it's louder because it has more power compared to this. Most of these, by the way, have a 12 millimeter stroke length. This one has 16, so it actually has a longer stroke with it, and because of that, that's why I think it's more powerful. The battery isn't detachable. I really like that with this. This one, for instance, is detachable. You have the knockoff Hypervolt down there. That one is detachable, and the problem with that is if the battery is detachable, it may start to slip over time, which is what I found with this. So as I use this, The whole point is that this was supposed to be quieter than a Jigsaw or a lot of the other massage guns that you find on the market, but because the battery's slipping, it's now become louder. Now, I get the notion behind that. If you need to replace the battery, you could actually do that. But most likely, if the battery is worn down, at that point, you're probably just going to get a new gun, right? In a couple years, when this thing is done with, right? Because you only have so many charge cycles with any electronic that has some type of ion battery in it. When you're looking at this, you're probably just going to get a new gun, right? The technology is going to change. You're going to want something new anyways. So I like the fact that you can't detach this, because it means this isn't going to slip and you're not going to have any problems with that. Charging port is on the bottom. The actual cable length is really, really good with this. I found some that are shorter, but this one is different than the other ones because it actually has a light on it. So this light itself will actually flash while you're charging it, which I think is pretty cool. And then on the gun itself, it actually has a little deal that kind of cycles as it's charging on the LCD screen with this. So that is a nice touch as well. The screen I like, but there is a downside to this, which is that one, it's gonna get scratched up. Mine's already starting to get scratched. And two, when you're looking at the kind of outline right now for the power button, when it's not illuminated, it's actually just kind of white markings that I have on here, but it doesn't line up completely with the LCD screen behind it. So what ends up happening is some of my clients have tried pushing this and they're a little bit off because it's not 100% matched. I don't know if that's going to be for every gun, and that is a minor complaint, but it is something that has happened with me. So I like the LCD screen. It just does have that downside with getting scratched and all those other things. So those are the big upsides for me. More power. The battery size, by the way, is standard with all of these, but it does have the more power. It's a solid build quality. The attachments, it does come with the standard 4. It doesn't come with any more, but you are getting the standard 4 with this. And with that 2400 milliamp battery, in terms of the whole notion, hey, this will last you a month, I think that's with like 5 to 10 minutes a day is what they project with that. I've noticed I probably go about 2 weeks, and clients use this thing pretty heavy. And then I finally have to actually charge it. It charges for about 1 to 2 hours, and then it's good to go with this. So a lot of upside with this. My biggest kind of push is, like I said, anybody that needs more power, this is going to be the thing for you. Downside, the biggest one for me is cost. This thing is $199. You look at the Recover Fun, that one's $99. I got the knockoff Hypervolt for $80, but that was a site that popped up and then disappeared. You can't even find that again. The Vox Pre M30 here, this one is $200, but the upside with this is that it is actually a lot smaller, right? And I just got this thing, so I've kind of been testing this. And it has a smaller carrying case with it, and then it has 2 additional attachments. It's not as powerful as this, not nearly as powerful as this, but so it really is, what are you looking for? Are you looking for something smaller, something more powerful, whatever it may be? But because of the cost here, that's kind of the biggest downside in my opinion. Now I do have a 10% off link for everybody, so if you do that, it'll be like $180, which is nice. But if you look at the Recover Fun here, this one's $99. So it is cheaper. It comes with the additional head to it, the additional attachment to it. So, and it feels in terms of build quality, it's similar. No LCD screen, so if that's something that you really want, you got to go with this. None of these have this LCD screen, by the way, just this one. So it is definitely one of those things, is weighing out the options. Is power something that you need and money isn't an issue? Go with this one. You're not worried so much about the power, right? You just need something that functions and you want to save a little bit of money. You may have to end up going with the Recover Fun gun here. So overall, I am really, really happy with this, especially for my clients that need more power. They love this thing. They'll actually choose this over the Recover Fun when they need it. For the rest of my clients that don't care about that, they're gonna grab either gun with this. So great build quality, LCD screen, battery doesn't detach, which is awesome. I get my 4 heads with this. It does last a long time. So overall, this is a really, really good product. What we're seeing now is there are a lot of different variations of these things. So figure out what do you need and then kind of find the product that aligns with that. Price, how much power, the attachments, maybe the look. Sometimes the aesthetic for some people is something that is a deal breaker. And I can tell you it's minor, it seems minor, but it's actually a big deal, which is the angle of this compared to any of these, which are straight. This angled piece here feels so much better to hold, and it's easier to use in my opinion. I know it seems minor, but it actually helps a lot with this. So that is it, everybody. That is my review for this. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. I'm gonna make sure that the discount code is in the description box for you guys, so you can get 10% off with this gun itself. I have the other reviews up for this, minus the M30 here. I'm gonna get to that in a couple weeks. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, maybe there's something that I didn't answer for you, I'll definitely make sure I answer your questions in the comment section. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.